Hello, Huskies, and welcome to week 6 of Distance Learning with Love. I am so excited for you to be finishing up your novel projects. Hopefully, everybody really enjoyed it. You got to read a good book of your choosing. I got to read two. I'm actually in the middle of my third already. So, I want to talk to you really first about kind of wrapping that project up, even though it skips ahead a little bit in this week's work. But I want to make sure that you know how to meet on Tuesday, May 5th, because that is the date that we have slated from the very beginning to get together for our author meet and greet. So I'm going to take a look at that with you. It's actually listed on Tuesday, again, 5/5, right, May 5th at noon. So I'm giving you guys a little bit of a chance to sleep in here. But basically, that's going to be our first virtual class where we actually will meet live in what's called a Google Meet. So at noon, what I'd like for you guys to do is all log on, and don't worry, don't freak out if you're only like halfway through your book. You can still join us and just, chat about what you've read so far and how you've enjoyed it, and even just say hi to one another because it's been so gosh darn long. So go to Google Classroom, and at the very top now, there's an addition that wasn't there before. You guys should all be able to see this Google Meet link. All right, and I have not tried this outside of just myself, so I don't really know what this is going to be, but hopefully at noon on that day, you should be able to click on it, and then it will pop open a video dialog box. The camera will start up. You got to connect your audio and make sure your camera is working. Turn on camera, turn off camera, etc. Here's the volume and everything, and then you click join now. And somehow it works. I think because I already have my camera making this video, that's why I can't see myself. But anyway, whenever you log on, it should allow you to use your camera and your audio, and then your face will appear. We'll all see each other, and we'll talk about our novels. Okay, so no pressure. Don't feel scared. I'm not going to give you some kind of quiz or anything. I just want a chance to talk with you guys about your books and see how you all are doing. So then we'll end that. It won't be very long, I promise. And you can pop on back out. Okay, so that's where it lives at the very top of Google Classroom. It says Meet link. Click on that, and then we'll see each other next on Tuesday, May 5th at noon. Okay, so there's that. That's the end of our novel project. If you're still working on anything and want to turn it in late, you're welcome to. You still are just getting extra credit points for everything that we do after the closure. Anything before the closure that you're turning in for late credit is still worth half credit, which is still great. So if you're still working on those grades, I'm still taking all of that work. So anyway, let's move on to the last chunk of what we're going to be doing this junior year, and that is going to be called the COVID Chronicles. Real clever, right? Here's your assignment sheet. We're going to go back to this. We're actually going to start with the COVID Chronicles thank yous, because this week is actually Teacher Appreciation Week, and so that fits in really nicely with the idea of looking at this pandemic and how it has really kind of fostered a culture of kindness and thankfulness and gratitude toward one another. In times of crisis, a lot of the best can come out in people, and I have seen that, and I hope you have too. And it just gives us an opportunity to figure out a lot of different ways to thank the people who have been there for us. So on Monday, I want you to just kind of review that. And actually, during the meet, if you want to talk about this too, you can. But I'm going to show you the handout in just a second. And then finish your brainstorm, which again, I'll show you on Tuesday by midnight after our Google Meet. And then by Wednesday, I want you to start drafting those thank you notes and performing any acts of kindness that you can in a safe way. And then finish them up by Friday. The only thing you're going to be turning in is that brainstorm sheet, though. You do not have to send me all of your thank you emails. You don't have to do that. That's totally unnecessary. But here's what it looks like. So at the very top, it says, the rationale. I think we would be remiss if we didn't take the opportunity to explore this rapidly changing cultural landscape, right? And figure out how we find ourselves in this historic moment. So what you guys are going to be doing, or each week essentially, is going to be creating primary source documents, a variety of different ones. You'll be writing letters, notes. As you can see here, they come in lots of different forms, like diary entries, maybe video recordings, things like that. So anybody who, we talked about this actually first semester, anybody who witnessed something firsthand, experienced it themselves, and they write about it, tell about it, whatnot, they are creating what is called a primary source. So because this is in a historic moment and you guys are living in it, you guys are the ones who are going to be creating these primary sources for future generations to be able to look at. And like I said, the first one we're going to be taking a look at, the first theme essentially is gratitude or thankfulness, because it really works perfectly to start out on a positive note, I think, and then also because it fits in with Teacher Appreciation Week. So what you do, okay, what you turn in is this part here. You're going to respond to the questions that I have in these boxes. So at the very top here, it says, there have been countless hardships throughout these last several weeks and throughout our lives. Answer the following questions to help you organize your thoughts about the concept of thankfulness in preparation to spread a little kindness. Okay, you guys are going into your senior year. It's very exciting. What an awesome opportunity to start off on the right foot with all of the teachers that you love and know so well, as well as all the family and friends who have helped you along the way. So first question, what family members have had a great impact on your life and why? Just list them over here. Tell me a little bit about why. You don't have to give me the whole big long story. This is essentially just for you to brainstorm and think really quickly about why they are important. And then that will hopefully get you, on a path toward figuring out how you can thank them properly and still be social distancing. And I have some ideas here at the bottom that we'll talk about. What teachers have had a great impact on you? And don't forget about the, teachers you had when you were in kindergarten, first grade, especially if they're in the Rittner School District still. You just start typing in their name in Google in an email and it should pop right up. And how cool would it be to hear, from a student that you had 12 years ago? So that would be really neat. Tell them why they were important to you and figure out how to thank them if you want to. What we're doing is using the hashtag thank an RHS educator right here this week for Teacher Appreciation Week. So if you have, inspirational quote or a picture, something that you want to share, make sure to use that hashtag to shout them out, because it feels really good to be recognized. And what better way to practice our writing skills than to write them a lovely, well-crafted email thanking them for all of the help that they've given you over the years, right? What friends have had a great impact on you, okay, and why? Think about how you can thank them. It might seem cheesy, to do that with your peers, but it actually really can be meaningful and important, especially in this time of crisis. And then who else do you want to thank? Think about all of those, unsung heroes who actually we're singing their praises now, but doctors, nurses, and postal carriers, grocery store clerks, people who have to continue to go to work and put themselves in harm's way all the time. So how can you thank them? Here are some ideas down here. You might make them a cake or their favorite dish and drop it off at their home. Again, make sure to stay away from others. Write a letter or postcard. I know that sounds really archaic, but I got a postcard in the mail the other day and it was the coolest thing. It's so old school. So neat to still see people's handwriting, and just to receive a piece of mail from a friend I hadn't heard from in a long time was really outstanding. She actually also then followed up with a letter, and she turned pictures of she and I into coloring pages. They're just like black and white sketches that she made out of an app and made me some coloring sheets. So how cool is that? As a thank you for your friendship, basically, and to keep from being super bored, right? You can make a message using sidewalk chalk. I've seen that done quite a bit, or plan a surprise Zoom meeting for friends or family, something like that. My Aunt Chris just had a birthday the other day, and we got a message that said, hey, can you everybody meet on the computer in half an hour and sing happy birthday to mom? And she just absolutely loved it. So really simple, cool acts of kindness like that can really go a long way. It helps to really kind of bring us together, during this time. Possibilities are endless. Just make someone's day. That's what I want you to focus on this week. And then also, obviously, meeting with with me with our class on Tuesday, the 5th. If you want at noon, it's Cinco de Mayo too. Bring some chips, whatever. Let's chat and eat and enjoy our time together. Okay. So this is what you're gonna hit turn in on Google Classroom, and then the rest of that week, get this by Tuesday, and then the rest of the week be sending out your thankful gratitude emails, letters, sidewalk chalk, etc. If you want to share those things with me too, if you want to show me some really nice thing that you did, like you made a cake for somebody, awesome, go for it. But you don't have to. Okay, so that is the first installment of the COVID Chronicles as we kind of capture this journey with each other from now to the end of the school year. And I hope you enjoy it and find it worthwhile. I'm really, really, really excited to see, who's meaningful, important in your life and why. And yeah, and of course, I'm excited to see you all on Tuesday. So take care, be well, and I'll see you soon.